Hi everyone, I'm WanQ. I am currently a dual MBA and Master's in Civil Engineering student at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. So the first scholarship I want to talk about is my MBA Forte Foundation scholarship, which is directly applied in my tuition fees. So how I found out about the scholarship. First, I applied for the MBA program, and during the admission interview, I asked the question, do you have any scholarships? Do you offer any scholarships to particularly international students like me? Well, I was thinking about, they'll probably say no, but they actually said, yeah, we have a history of offering other international student scholarships. I don't see why not. You can have it. So this scholarship is actually under the name of Forte Foundation. And Forte Foundation is a nonprofit organization that empowers women leadership in MBA programs. They support women all over the United States who are pursuing or who are thinking about pursuing higher degrees such as MBA. And it is mainly in the business field, I believe. And if you're a female and you are going to the MBA program of one of their partnership schools, so my school is Geese College of Business, so they are actually a partner school with the Forte Foundation, and you will, if you're good enough, you're exceptional enough, you will get the scholarship and you will automatically become a Forte Fellow. And Forte Fellow have access to all kinds of resources and opportunities provided by the Forte Foundation. Over the past a year or so, there have been numerous webinars, seminars, different workshops, different networking events, including the biggest Women in Business conference. I've attended the Women in MBA conference in the summer. There's like a career fair there are speakers, there are different sessions, keynotes, all that. And you also have access to the entire network of Forte Foundation. So you can network with MBA students from other schools. You can network with women alumni. So the next scholarship I want to talk about is a Dean's Fellow Scholarship. So this scholarship actually comes with a certain level of obligation, and it's $500 for one semester, one time. And how I found out about this scholarship, after a full year of study in the MBA program, I was well recognized by my peers and by my professors and administration. So they nominated me to have an interview with other Dean's Fellows, and they basically pick the top students from the entire cohort to become Dean's Fellow and serve kind of as a leadership role. And so I went through an interview with the current Dean's Fellow. It was about 10 to 13 questions, including, what do you like about the MBA program? If you got selected, what would you do for the current students? How would you make the program better, etc., etc. And they will select the final candidate for the Dean's Fellow to actually receive the scholarship. And I had the huge honor to be selected. And then over the next, what happens after I got the scholarship, over the next semester, which is my last semester in the MBA program, I had regular meetings with other Dean's Fellow, with the administration, and we talk about different solutions to the program. And then COVID hit, so we have to make a lot of changes. We have to be creative, think about events that we can do to enhance the experience, the MBA experience of the current cohort, etc. So it does come with certain obligations, but it was very minimal compared to other jobs or teaching or research assistant. That's the end of the second scholarship. And the third scholarship that I want to talk about is the Goldi Initiative scholarship that I got. This was huge. It is definitely the most amount that I've received probably in my entire life. And it was a very supportive community. I love this scholarship so much. The backstory is that I'm studying civil engineering, particularly construction management, and together with my MBA degree, I'm very interested in going to the real estate industry potentially in the future. So I am very active in a student organization called Rho Epsilon Real Estate Student Organization on campus. So they are a registered student organization, or RSO we call them. And I am very interested. I go to their events, I go to their speaking sessions, and I have access to the resources that the Rho Epsilon student organization provide. So that was a huge plus. So student organizations on campus, they're not just regular, like, oh, we have the same hobbies, we hang out together. There are clubs like that, no worries. But they are also more professional student organizations such as the Rho Epsilon, and they are a group of students who are interested in real estate. And there are so many aspects of real estate, like architecture, construction, civil engineering, finance, urban planning, so on and so on. So it is a very good organization to be in, and I didn't even expect like money to come to me. So after I've been in there a while, they had this speaker session coming. The speakers are from the panel. It's actually a panel session. The panelists are from the Goldi Initiative. And I was like, well, what is Goldi Initiative? I don't know. And then the leadership board, one of my good friends as well, she is also from Rho Epsilon. She told me, oh yeah, like they are a nonprofit organization that support young women leaders who want to go into commercial real estate or already in commercial real estate. And if they are pursuing a higher degree, potentially a graduate degree, the organization are very interested in discovering these talents and supporting them financially and in many other aspect wise. So I was like, okay, I checked the box. I'm a female, I'm in this industry. So I went to the speaker session. It was amazing. And in the end, they hand out this application form. They say like, oh, you should apply for that money amount of scholarship. And I was like, maybe I'm not qualified. I'm second doubting myself for a long time. And at some point I was like, I probably just shouldn't apply at all. And also, of course, I asked them like, oh, I'm an international student. I'm from Beijing, China originally. So, does that apply to me? They were like, yeah, sure. Like we have supported other international professionals. You're more than welcome to apply. And the application was crazy. So I had to write 2 essays. I had to collect 3 recommendation letters, and I have to fill out, application form. And I have to submit my transcript from both my undergraduate college and my graduate college. So there was a lot in the application, and I almost gave up. And then after the application being submitted, they select a few candidates to go in for an interview, and the interview will determine who get the scholarship. So I was so lucky enough to be selected to go to an interview. And of course, at that time, it was in person. It was in downtown Chicago. And I happened to had an internship in downtown Chicago. So, on the interview day, I had a half day off my work. And then I went to the interview, and there were about 5 to 10 people, like 5 to 10 board members. All of them are there. And the founder, Goldi herself, was there as well, and they all had all the application stuff that I sent in. They had my essays in their hands. They have my resume, and they were posting so many questions and taking notes. So there are very, very many questions, but it felt like a conversation. And some of the popular questions when you will probably receive from some of these organizations will be, what makes you think you are qualified, or if you get selected, how will you utilize the resources, not potentially the money, but the resources that we provide you, and something else, how would you succeed. Like, they want to see you succeed and take those resources and go out there and in the far future influence other people. So that's what they're looking for. And also, of course, they are looking for people who are passionate in the real estate industry. So you have to demonstrate your passion in construction management or architecture or whatever field that you're specialized in. So that was that. And then finally I got the scholarship. They gave me a phone call. And that was it. So what happens after the scholarship is what I really want to talk about Goldi Initiative. So after I received the scholarship, money in the bank, money in the tuition, all that, it doesn't stop there. So they actually have a strong network of women in the industry who are mentors to these scholar recipients. So right now I have 2 mentors from the Goldi Initiative. I talk to them on a weekly, actually bi-weekly or monthly basis, and I can ask them anything. And they provide so many networking events. They have a retreat coming up this Friday. So there will be 3 sessions, there will be speakers, there will be networking, socializing, virtually, between scholars, between board members, between those amazing women mentors and sponsors. And thank you for sponsoring us. And I became friends with so many people in this organization. It's actually amazing. And I actually want to show you guys how amazing they are. So I just got this package delivered today, and look at all these stuff that they send me. Okay. I got a notebook, a beautiful, beautiful notebook, and everything is gold. So I have these lemonades. Those are gold. I have 2 face masks, gold face mask. Oh my gosh. And a eye mask. Yep. And some stickers. Of course, this is the organization. Some candies, Pringles, chapstick, and Grubhub gift card. Actually, that's for the retreat for sure. And they have a handwritten note delivered to me, basically saying how awesome I am or have potential, all that. So yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. That has my name on it and everything. So yeah, in their eyes, you are the future of this industry, and they want to empower you through any aspect, and financial aspect is just very basic support. And yeah, so that's all I want to say about the Goldi Initiative scholarship. The last scholarship that I want to talk about is very, very similar to the Goldi Initiative scholarship. It's called the ICSC Foundation Scholarship. They are also in the real estate industry. I also knew them through the Rho Epsilon Real Estate Association. How I got this ICSC scholarship is that at that time I was serving as the president of Rho Epsilon Real Estate Association, and my professor recommended me into this scholarship. They recommend 1 person per school, per university, and I was lucky enough to be recommended. And after I submit some other, application forms, other stuff, and they decide to award me with that. For this one, I didn't have to go through a lot of interviews, but However, what I want to say is that I didn't got this scholarship without doing nothing. I took on responsibilities. I serve in an organization on a long-term basis, and you actually take on leadership positions and demonstrate your skills. And demonstrate your passion in this industry, your dedication, all of that. And then you will be rewarded, I promise. What happens after this scholarship is also amazing. There was an affiliated mentorship program from the ICSC Foundation as well. It's very similar to the Goldi Initiative. You get paired up with another mentor as your official long-term mentor, and then you're required to communicate with your mentor on a regular basis. And that mentor is usually industry professionals from basically all over the United States. When they ask me, well, it's not mandatory if you're a scholarship recipient, but are you interested? I'm like, yes, I'm interested. So they got me paired up with a mentor from LA. He does business development for a general contractor in LA, and I've never been, and I'm super interested. I heard so much about LA on YouTube and other social media, and it's just a magical place. So I'm like, yes. And now I'm actually gonna speak to him tomorrow morning. So our meeting is also on a regular basis, and I ask him questions, and we get to hang out and just chat sometimes as well. So it is super amazing. He also connected me with other industry professionals as well. When I said, I'm interested in engineering, construction, he connected me with a consulting firm and make me speak to two vice presidents in this company for half an hour, and that is just priceless to me, I think, compared to the scholarship. That's all I have for my scholarship. I want to say that not all scholarships are the same. You don't get scholarships using the same method. You don't get the scholarships for the same reasons. And what comes after scholarships are also different. Some require you to put in some work. Some offer you amazing opportunities. I would say all the opportunities and the financial support are just amazing. And I would highly, highly recommend you to grasp it if you can. I also applied for other scholarship and didn't get them, including some of those that are super complicated. I had to ask for different recommendation letters from different people, and then in the end didn't get it. And I felt like, oh my gosh, that was a huge waste of time and waste of energy. But sometimes it's really, really worth it to get it. So another lesson that I want to let you guys know is that for scholarships, yes, you can search online, but notice that other people can also search online. Scholarship.com, scholarship for university students, and those are probably very competitive. But if you utilize your local resources, if you utilize the university resources like student organizations, your professor, local companies, local networking events, you will have so much more information that you probably won't have access to, or other people don't have access to on the internet. And once you become personal, once you start mingle with those people who can make a change in your scholarship application, that is what really matters. So get a hold of your professor, tell them you're interested, tell the administration that you're interested in a scholarship, and if they know of anything that could apply to you, and also your student organization, go to those activities, go to those seminars, go to those workshops, and there will be information just flying in your eyes, and a lot of them really apply to you because there are so many kind-hearted people in the world, and rich too. They want to support the next generation because they have been supported before as a student. So definitely there are numerous nonprofit organizations, even individual donors, individual scholarship opportunities that you can utilize and connect with, and there will be so many more opportunities that opens up after. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. So go out there, apply, and I hope all of you guys can get the scholarship that you wanted.